And Garen, sort of in terms of opening the borders a bit more for overseas-based players, you look at a guy like Johan Gersten, who's
absolutely
been a revelation for racing,
Yeah.
and winning the top 14. I mean, he would definitely be worth considering.
Yeah, I believe he's just extended his contract, and you can see why. He played a fantastic role at centre. We don't really know him as a centre in South Africa. He was sort of more fly come fullback, but when you got Dan Carter inside you at fly, you sort of have to shift to centre. But he kicking incredibly well, defending incredibly well, led them to wrestling to the title in Spain of all places that won this weekend. So he could certainly be one of those. Alistair again has sort of said that he's going to look locally before he looks internationally. And he did only pick 3 players, and there obviously are a lot more players outside of South Africa that he could have picked. But by naming Adrian Strauss as his captain for the rest of the year, it sort of put an end to Bismarck du Plessis, another player playing overseas, his international career. You can't see Bismarck play. He's played a number of tests sitting on the bench, and we saw how Alistair Coetzee only gave Bongi Mbonambi less than 2 minutes out of 3 tests off the bench. You just can't see Bismarck du Plessis sitting on the bench and being happy to play 2 minutes out of 240. So it might be a case of he's going to stick, I think, mainly with the squad that he's currently got. He seems fairly loyal, a loyal coach to the players that he's got. After the loss in Newlands, he pretty much stuck to exactly the same team for the second test. Only made 1 or 2 injury-enforced changes for the third test. So I wouldn't be surprised if he sticks to largely the 31-man squad that he has at the moment. Maybe adds 1 or 2 players, and he's sort of going to make do with that. And he's somehow turn them in the performances that they put in against Ireland to play teams like New Zealand, who thrashed Wales in their 3-test series, an Australian team that, although they went down 3-0 to England, were far, far superior to anything that South Africa produced. I still think that if those 2 teams had played now in a 3-match series, Australia probably would have won 3-0. It's just, they're scoring tries. They came up against a really, really good England team under Eddie Jones, who've now moved to number 2 in the world, and are sort of closing that gap on New Zealand, and at the moment look like the only genuine contenders to that number 1 spot, whereas South Africa, Australia, and the others have sort of regressed a little bit, and there's just that gulf has just widened between 1 and 2 and 3 and the rest.